violins. Today we're going to be working on our 2-octave scales in the keys of A major and F sharp minor. So let's get started with our A major scale. You've got 2 octaves of the scale in first position, so this one's a little bit more on the simple side. If you're really ready for more of a challenge, you're welcome to try the upper 2 octaves from the 3-octave version, but I'm not going to go over that today because F sharp minor does have quite a bit more challenge for the violin. So I would say only do the high version of the A major scale if you really want an additional challenge on top of what you're doing with the F sharp minor scale. And you probably can find the fingering for that upper octave in your book. Let's go ahead and get started with A major. Just a review of the finger pattern. We are starting with first finger on the G string. And we're going to use the 3-4 finger pattern. So whole step, and then a half step between 3 and 4. You are playing C sharp on the G string, and you are playing D sharp on the D string. So same finger pattern, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, with a half step always between 3 and 4. Then when you get to the upper octave, your A open string is the first note of the next octave, and you can use the 2-3 finger pattern with the half step between 2 and 3. I do recommend that you use the 4th finger instead of open E, and then your top note is 3rd finger. So starting with the first note A, and good way to tune that is to play your open A and then find the note that matches on your G string. So you're going to go whole step, half step, whole step, and then half step, and then first finger, again whole step, half step. There you can play open A if you want to, and then we got whole step, half step. So the half step C sharp to D, and then 4th finger whole step, and then F sharp, G sharp, and then A. Turn around is G sharp. Okay, let's go ahead and play that with a beat. We'll go 2 beats per note. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great. Now let's go ahead and move on to the F sharp minor scale, which is a little bit more complicated. You again have the key signature with 3 sharps in it: F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, and then the 2 additional sharps that you're adding ascending are the 6th and 7th notes of the scale, which are D sharp and E sharp. Now E sharp is a white key on the piano, so we don't often think of that note being spelled as E sharp, but if you are in the key of F sharp minor, that would be one of those instances where you do have to use a different letter of the musical alphabet for each note of the scale. So if you're already using F sharp for the tonic, you have to spell the leading tone E sharp if you are raising it. So let's go ahead and we'll start on the F sharp on the D string. So go ahead and find that note, and let's walk through the fingering kind of slowly. So we've got F sharp, high 3rd finger. You do have A natural in this one, so open A is okay. First finger, C sharp, and then you're going to go ahead and do a shift to 3rd position, but it's going to be D sharp, not D natural. So whole step to E sharp, and then half step to F sharp. Okay, that's the 3rd finger. Upper octave, we're going to go ahead and go whole step to 4th finger. Now you're going to lower the first finger because it is A natural. You played D sharp on the A string. This is A natural this time, so it is a slightly different position. And then whole step to B. Here's your next shift. You're going to go to first finger C sharp, and then whole step, whole step, and then half step here. And that'll be your fourth finger. So up here, you are in fifth position. Your fingers are significantly closer together there for the same intervals that you'd be playing in first position. But you do have a 3-4 finger pattern, so a half step between 3 and 4, A ascending. Now descending, of course, you're going to change that finger pattern. So let's first do the turnaround, which is E sharp. So now there's going to be F sharp, whole step down. That is your harmonic, so you're welcome to check to see that if that's in tune by testing it with the harmonic. Whole step down, and then half step here. Shift down to second finger. Now this is a whole step again, and then stretch over. Now there's a whole step down here, whole step here, and then you're shifting back to first position. That's C sharp. So all together, that's going to look like this. We got F sharp, whole step, open, whole step, shift, whole step, half step here, whole step, bring it back for A natural, shift, change your finger pattern, half step here, shift back, good. Let's try that with a beat. Again, we'll go 2 beats per note. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because minor scales are trickier to play in tune, you really need to be using your ear and really internalizing what that minor scale should sound like, especially the melodic form in 2 octaves. So I really encourage you to practice it slowly with the play along track where you're tuning to the track, and really work hard to keep those fingers relaxed. That's going to make your shifts and your tuning as you go a lot easier if you don't have any tension in the fingers. So you want to have those fingers really nice and supple and relaxed so that they can easily adjust. You're constantly adjusting your pitch while you're playing a scale, and the quicker you can do it, the more in tune you're going to sound when you play. So good luck and happy practicing.